regular weekday, I wake up around 8 a.m. I like early mornings, and I'm kind of an early bird, and since I wake up around the same time every day, I don't really feel tired when I wake up. Then I open the curtains and have a first peek outside for the day. Then I get my overnight oats from the fridge, which I prepared the night in advance. Then opening the living room curtains, turn on the big light, and of course the cozy lights. Then I get the other ingredients for my breakfast. I also close the hallway door since it seems like my roommates are still sleeping. I add some peanut butter, which never comes off the spoon easily. Cut the banana. Add some cinnamon for flavor. And to finish it off, some almonds. And there you have it. Most of the time I'm joined by a few housemates, but this time it seems like they were still sleeping. After breakfast, I prepare my morning tea.
And today I'm having a pu'er tea. It's a Chinese dark tea.
By dark tea, I mean black tea.
And I really like dark teas in the morning because it gives you a bit more of a boost to start the day with. So yeah, there you go. The flavor is very earthy. When I smelled it for the first time, I thought it smells a bit like dirt. Its taste is actually really nice. Maybe not everyone would like it, but I think it's really unique and warm. So yeah, this is generally how my day starts. I think mornings are really calm and like a nice time to focus. They give me a lot of energy for some reason and I feel really refreshed. I don't know, for some reason I just have superior focus during the morning, which gradually subsides during the day. But yeah, let's get to work.
But before that, a brief peek out of the window again. I'm amazed every time by the beautiful views from my window. I tend to start with my studies by taking a brief look in my planner. I used to have a paper agenda, but I realized it was difficult to fit into my bag, and if you forget it, it's kind of problematic, so I switched to an app called Todoist. Then I make a start on the most time-consuming subjects, or essential subjects. This time I was looking for Japanese articles for my research paper for anthropology. In the first 2 years of my bachelor's, there was a big focus on the Japanese language. I spent most of my time reading Japanese texts, studying grammar, and remembering vocabulary. I have 2 very tiny, sturdy plants on my desk. This one is the one I'm babysitting at the moment. There's also an array of little figurines lined up under my monitor. This is my first Daruma. I used it to set the goal of going on exchange to Nagasaki. After Christmas, I bought a white one. I'm not sure what to set it for yet. They're useful, since they just keep staring at you until you reach your goal. This is the first study block of the day. I tend to start around 8:30 and end my session around 10:30. I don't get dressed yet, because it's easier to study in comfortable clothing. What do you think of this Uniqlo sweater, by the way? The little pond next to my room is always quite eventful. There's this bird nest and they often get babies. Unfortunately, those babies tend to cry throughout the night. When I get too distracted by the birds, I know it's time to take a break. Around 10:30, I freshen up a bit. Since I shower in the evenings, I tend to wash my bangs in the sink in the morning. It's kind of a hassle, but I think it makes it look best. And then they need to be dried. I generally prefer wearing my hair down. But upon looking at this video, I realized my bangs were a bit too long, so I cut them. Afterwards, it's time for a coffee break. I use small cartons of milk to keep my milk fresh for longer. I heat it for 2 minutes in the microwave. reflect upon life while waiting. Foam the milk with a milk frother. And there goes the coffee. It's really noisy, isn't it? I resume my morning studies a bit before 11. Since my focus isn't that strong anymore, I tend to listen to some music at this point. As a Japanese studies student, I listen to a lot of J-pop. I've always especially liked Fujikaze. He recently brought out a song called Michiteiku, and I've been really feeling it. Have you heard about him before? I think he's getting more and more popular outside of Japan as well. The sun is so nice and it's really calming. Also, some other type of ducks seem to have colonized the nest. Then somewhere between 12:30 and 1 p.m, it's time to get dressed. There we go. This is one of my favorite dresses I bought in Japan. It was a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's so lovely. I like to combine it with a white t-shirt underneath. And it's lunchtime. Like a proper Dutch person, I also have some cheese in my fridge. When it comes to the ingredients, I've gotten a lot of inspiration from my housemates. I think we've all been influencing each other, and now we're all eating a lot of vegetables. I struggled to get out the pepper while filming, but the basil did come out. Oh, and don't look at the clock. It's supposed to be 1 p.m. according to this video. Then it's time for some makeup. I prefer a light makeup routine, and I'm also not too good at it. I start off with some sunscreen. I really like Japanese sunscreen since it's not very sticky at all. Then I use some moisturizer to smoothen my skin. I've been having a lot of spots recently, so a bit of concealer is also nice. And a bit under the eyes as well. I don't wear blush every day, but today I was feeling like it. A bit of highlighter for my inner eye corner. And a bit of a brush for my eyebrows. Then the most important, eyeliner. I think you could say I don't really exist without eyeliner. I almost wear it permanently. I needed to get a bit closer to the mirror to see it well, but there you go. To add a fancy touch, I put some glitter under my eyes. I think it makes it look a little bit more cutesy as well. Then some mascara, which is also kind of exceptional. And to finish it off, some lipstick. I haven't found any color other than red that suits me. And ta-da, it's finished. What do you think? Then it's time to pack my bag. I got this bag a bit before university, and it's been a big treasure of mine. It's a leather satchel from England, and very good quality. Although a little bit difficult to open, as you might be able to tell. It also doesn't fit many objects, so I have to be a bit minimalistic about packing my bag. In year 1, this was a bit of an issue, since we had a lot of textbooks. But in the end, I managed it all. I even bought a separate, tiny water bottle. I've been told it looks a bit like a sunscreen bottle by some. I also include a heat pack from Japan, because it's cold outside. Then flipping my omamori to the front. And around 2:30, it's time to go to class. This scarf my grandma made for me. She even put on my name. In the hallway, we have a prickboard telling us where we all are. I am the apple, and I hang it on I'm at work, university, or the library. Then I bike off and start my day.